Welcome back, fragrance family and friends. It is your boy, in God's will, prayed up and sprayed up, coming to y'all with another video. Happy to share with y'all today. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful day, and I hope everything is that God has for y'all is coming your way. Uh, Good vibrations, good energy, and blessings to y'all. Today, I'm sharing with y'all like what I came across on a YouTube video. It was like the lies behind fragrance. It was a guy, and he's telling us about myths that are involved with fragrance. And so I was very intrigued by this video because I wanted to see, where he was going with it. And for one example, he shared that it's not true that when you spray fragrance on your wrist and rub it in, he said that doesn't kill the fragrance. I guess that is the myth, that this will kill your fragrance. But he said it doesn't kill your fragrance. What it does is it make it evaporate sooner. So it made sense to me, because when you spray it, you smell it, and it goes through different transitions. And I think is what most people are mentioning, like you let it evolve or dry down to, a different level. But I guess the myth is that this kills the dry down, but it doesn't. It just gets to it sooner. So it makes it evaporate sooner. I get that. But there was, I'm listening and it's very informational. But there was one thing that caught my ear, and I'm like, man, I have to, do some investigating. So what he had said, I wrote it down. What he had said was, humans were never meant to wear perfume. We haven't evolved the ability for it. And I'm like, it raised some red flags, And so it made me do some research. And of course, I went to the Bible on this one. Let me tell y'all what I came across. I'm going to reference two scripture verses that I came across that makes his statement about humans not being meant to wear perfume or cologne untrue. And here's the first one. It says, before each young woman was taken to the king's bed, she was given the prescribed 12 months of beauty treatment, 6 months with oil of myrrh, followed by 6 months with special perfumes and ointments. And that was Queen Esther. That was Esther chapter 2, verse 12. Y'all should go check out that story. It's a very good story about a queen. And in her preparation, says fragrance was a part of royal preparation. So before she met the king, they put perfume on her. Hey, there's one. And my second reference point was in Luke chapter 7, verse 46. And it said, Jesus says, you didn't anoint my head with olive oil, but she has anointed my feet with rare perfume. And this was Jesus talking to the disciples when they were, looking at the woman as if she was, like she shouldn't have been touching Jesus. But they hadn't even, honored him. And fragrance was used as an act of honor, devotion, and love by this woman. So there you have fragrance, perfume put on Jesus' feet. That's my second point. And so while this guy has said that we weren't meant to wear cologne, perfume, that right there is a myth inside of his Mythbusters. There you have a drop mic moment. Hold on, y'all. I got a bonus verse. It's Song of Songs, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, how fragrant your cologne. Your name is like spreading fragrance. Bam. That's 3 right there. I could keep going, y'all. It's in the Bible. That fragrance was meant for our skin, for you humans out there. So be blessed with that information. Do what you want with it. But with that being said, I'm gonna get into this review. As y'all might have seen in the thumbnail, we are talking about this, like, so we're gonna stay on the topic of because in the Bible it's referenced as, like, kingdom, this whole thing where it's royalty, honor, fragrance used for these types of things. So without further ado, this is the fragrance we're going to review. The Lattafa Dynasty. And you see the crown right there. The Dynasty. Beautiful. One of my personal favorites right there. Also, the Dolce and Gabbana K. It's also rocking the crown type thing going on. Yes, right there. Do y'all see it? But not least, the King himself by Armaf. Right there. So we have 3 kings. These 3 kings we're going to be talking about today. Dynasty opens bold, confident, and grabbed my attention with a fresh citrus lift at the top, but it quickly transitions to something smoother and slightly sweet. It feels like walking in royalty. Clean robe, polished crown, presence felt immediately. You get a bright citrus sparkle and aromatic freshness, a slight sweetness underneath. Think warm, spicy tones, smooth woody backbone, and a clean masculine aura. The dry down is where the Dynasty makes itself known. Creamy woods, musk, and a conclusion in sweet tea vibe. 6 to 8 hours of longevity, moderate projection first couple hours, leaves a decent trail. Up next, as mentioned, we have the Dolce and Gabbana K. This opens with a bright citrus, Sicilian, lemon, blood, orange, and a spicy juniper. Cardamom accords, fresh and vibrant. The heart notes include herbal, aromatic notes like lavender, sage, geranium, and a standout fig nectar that gives sweetness and depth. In its dry down, you get warm cedar woods, vetiver, patchouli, and nagamotha, giving it a solid masculine backbone. It starts off woody, aromatic, and ends with a warm, earthy finish. Classic, but with character. About 6 to 12 hours on skin, mainly clothes. Great for spring, fall evenings. And now here we have the Armaf King. This one here is a sweet, fruity opening that transitions to a warm chestnut, powdery dry down. It is very pleasant and addictive, y'all. Especially in cool weather, has been compared to John Paul Gaultier's Scandal Absolute profile. It's a very close DNA. This is a mass appealing juice, easy to like and also blind buy safe for people who love a sweet gourmand. It projects 6 to 10 hours, and obviously longer on close. This is not a shy king, as its projection is strong, especially the first few hours. This is another fall and winter wear because of its sweet, warm profile. This is too sweet for the summer, y'all.